that down, let's move on to this, shall we? You know, a few days ago, maybe it was last week, a report came out that Josh Brolin had been offered the role of Green Lantern in the upcoming HBO series. Now, there was no official confirmation of that, but apparently that report that we all found out about from Jeff Schneider, who himself got it from Nexus Point News, it was real. It was true. He really was offered it. It was indeed a fact. But according to the Hollywood Reporter, Josh Brolin has turned down the role of Green Lantern. This comes us from the Hollywood Reporter, who say the following. Josh Brolin will not be wearing the ring after all. The actor has passed on an offer to star in Lanterns, the DC Studios series based on the Green Lantern superhero character, sources tell the Hollywood Reporter. Brolin was eyed to play Hal Jordan, the cocky Green Lantern hero previously played by Ryan Reynolds in the ill-fated 2011 that was 13 years ago. Ill-fated 2011 Green Lantern movie. According to multiple sources, the actor received it on offer at the end of August. By the end of this past weekend, his mind was made up. No other details were available. All right. So now we know that that story was indeed true. He was, in fact, offered that role, which I think is interesting. And it tells us a couple of things that, you know, because we said when we heard the rumor that Josh Brolin was offered the role, we thought, well, I think that tells us that they're looking at an experienced, older, war-weary, been through the battles, maybe a little more grizzled Hal Jordan than the one we traditionally get. And that the other Green Lanterns, whether you're talking about John Stewart or Kyle Rayner or Guy Gardner or whatever, might be a little bit younger, although we know Guy Gardner is being played by a 50-plus-year-old actor, so not so much younger there. But he turned it down. And you know what? Finding out now that the story was actually true, I'm not surprised he turned it down. I mean, if you're Josh Brolin, hopefully you're looking at doing another Goonies movie pretty soon. But besides that, you've already played, 3 or 4 comic book characters?
Yeah.
He was Thanos.
Cable.
He was Cable. He was, what's the cowboy one? He did it.
Jonah Hex.
Jonah Hex. Yeah, nobody likes to remember Jonah Hex. He was Jonah Hex. And wasn't he another one recently too? I thought there might have been another. Anyway, so there's 3 already that he's already done. Does he actually want to do another one, or does he want to do other things? And so I kind of get it. I get it. He's been there. He's done that. It's time to move on. But here's where it gets interesting to me. Who then, now knowing that we want a slightly older Hal Jordan, remember, Josh Brolin is not in his 60s or anything like that, so not that much older, but if we had to now look, we understand they want a slightly older Hal Jordan, a little more experienced Hal Jordan. If it ain't gonna be Josh Brolin, who could it be? I have 2 people in mind. One, somebody in the live chat also just put in there, and no, it's not Ray Ora.
Yeah.
Chris Pine. Because Chris Pine, a lot of Hollywood actors don't let themselves age. He's letting himself age, but he looks great. Chris Pine, who I think is a tremendous actor. He can do drama. He can do thriller. He can do comedy. I mean, he can do a lot. I think Chris Pine would absolutely, if you were going for that more experienced, more grizzled kind of Hal Jordan, I think you could do a lot worse than Chris Pine. Caleb is also saying Paul Walter Hauser. No. Par for the course.
Jenna Ortega.
By the way, speaking of Paul Walter Hauser, remember like 3 months ago, we did a story about Paul Walter Hauser was cast to be in that real movie, that biopic about the guy who was on the game show?
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie's out now. That movie just debuted at a film festival. He got cast like 3 months ago. It's now playing in film festivals. Anyway, let's get back to the thing. So my first pick, Chris Pine. The other name I would want to throw out there, and I really want you to think about this. Academy Award winner, Matthew McConaughey. Now, as much as McConaughey may have become a little bit of a meme in and of himself, the reality is he's an awesome actor. Like when you give him the right role, he is an awesome actor. Obviously, Dallas Buyers Club, for which he won an Academy Award. But I mean, forget the TV show, the movie, Lincoln Lawyer. He's great in that. I loved him in Lincoln Lawyer. I really think he's a tremendous performer. And I think he's still got a great physique. He doesn't have the same physique he had 15 years ago, but he's got a great physique. He looks great. He's a terrific actor. He's in that thing. Eric in the live chat just gave another really good name. Liev Schreiber. Liev Schreiber would also be a pretty, if you want to go for, but Liev comes a little across as having never been jovial and never been lighthearted and never been wisecracking. Liev Schreiber comes across as he's been dead serious ever since he was 4. Like, so that's the one thing I don't know. I would go with Liev Schreiber on that. But
someone even mentioned in the chat Josh Hartnett, which I could see too. Because he's older. I mean, we think of him as young,
but still a little baby-faced. If you want to go for that more, if you want to go for that more war vet kind of
like
look,
in Oppenheimer, they aged him up though. They could age him up.
I mean, aged up, but still baby-faced. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could see that. I mean, tremendous actor, a lot of great roles I could see him playing, but maybe not that one.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Do you have any thoughts, Chris?
I like Chris Pine. I think that's a good one. Someone else in the chat put down Timothy Oliphant.
Oh, yes. 100
yeses
yeses to that.
And then I've got kind of a weird pick, but follow me on this journey. Viggo Mortensen.
That's not weird.
If he'd be, I mean,
especially
that dude's class, but if he was willing to do that.
If they also went, and I know you think they won't, but if they went parallax, Viggo Mortensen.
Okay, here's my one problem.
Goggins.
No, you know what? What's
Honestly,
funny?
let Walton Goggins do any role.
I was thinking that too.
Walton Goggins is not a bad pick at all.
When you think of him in Fallout, but he's like still the debonair actor, the flashbacks.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Now, the thing about Viggo is he is 65.
Yes.
Well, Blade is also 65.
But Blade is also 65. But I mean, hell of an actor. I could see it. You like, if you could get a Viggo Mortensen, you say, okay, this Hal's gonna be a little bit older than we initially planned. I still think that's fine. I still think you go with that. So I think there's a lot of, you know what? Brandon in the live chat just gave a good name too. I love this one actually. John Hamm.
Ooh.
Yeah. And he could bring the snark too.
I don't like that one quite as much as Chris Pine, but John Hamm is a nice pick.
You know who would have been great? And unfortunately, I just had to bring his name up because I love the guy so much. It's Val Kilmer.
I know.
It was
He
still,
would have been
yes.
it would have been that smile, that sort of, cockiness. He would have been a great mold for that great Hal Jordan at least.
Yeah, he would have been great for that too. So yeah, a lot of good people in there. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Today, I am thrilled to unveil the latest masterpiece from Manscaped, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in forged gold. Welcome to the golden era of grooming where precision, luxury, and performance meet. In a world where grooming tools come and go, Manscaped is setting the gold standard with this special edition trimmer. If you want to make your grooming routine a statement of sophistication and style, this is the tool that you need. Just a quick PSA though, there are limited quantities available in this color, so you gotta act fast if you want this. Listen guys, I know that there are still a lot of you who are trying to do personal grooming the old archaic way like I used to do, using the stupid trimmer on your electric razor or some other archaic tools. Look, if you're gonna do it that way, just rename yourself the Butcher of Balltown. It is time to step into the golden era with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Gold. You too can experience unparalleled precision with the next-gen dual skin-safe blade heads, one trimmer blade and one foil blade designed for flawless performance. It's time to join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped for all their grooming needs and get the special edition Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra in forged gold while supplies last. So get 20% off plus free shipping with the code CAMPEA at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code CAMPEA at manscaped.com. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Josh Brolin was indeed offered that role and he has turned it down. So that kind of opens it up. Who could you see playing an older, more experienced Hal Jordan in the upcoming HBO series Lanterns? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.